certain Boolean expressions which are follows the distribution theorem. First one, a into b plus c. Okay, so which is equals to ab plus ac, and the second one is a into a bar plus a bar b. So now you can simplify this particular thing. So what you will get? So first you can distribute the things here, a plus a bar according to our distribution theorem, and a plus b. So now you can simplify these two. So here a plus a bar means what? 1 from our operation theorem. A plus a bar equals to 1. So that means this equals to 1. Now what you will get? A plus b. This is your resultant one, right? Now you can take next one, a bar plus ab. Okay, which is equals to, by applying distribution theorem, you will get a bar plus a into a bar plus b. So already we know a plus a bar equals to 1 from our operation theorem. So this equals to 1. So what you will get? A bar plus b, right? And next one, fourth one, a bar into a plus b, which is equals to a bar into a plus a bar into b. So but we know from AND operation, a bar into a equals to 0. Just you can substitute here, this will become 0, then you will get a bar b. You can take a into a bar plus b, which is equals to, from distribution theorem you will get a into a bar plus a into b. So but already we know a bar into a equals to 0, that means this will become 0. So what you will get? AB. This is your answer, right? And next I will take sixth one, that is a plus ab. Okay, from our distribution theorem, so I can write a plus a into a plus b, but already we know from our operation a plus a equals to a only, right? What we will get? So this will become a. So here a into a plus b. You can now you can simplify further. So what you will get? A into a plus a into b. So but already we know a into a equals to a from AND operation, right? Now what you will get? This will become a. This product will become a. Now you will get a plus ab, right? And if further simplify, so what you will get? A common and 1 plus b. Okay, already you know 1 plus something equals to 1 only. Okay, now what you will get? A only, right? This will become 1. So finally what you will get? A. And the last one is a into a plus b. From our distribution theorem, so we can distribute the things here. We can distribute the variables like a into a plus a into b. But already we know a into a equals to a, and we will get a plus ab. If you take a as a common factor, so you will get a into 1 plus b, but already we know 1 plus something equals to 1, so that we will get a here. So these are the certain simplifications which follows the distribution theorem, right? Okay, our next topic is consensus theorem. The first point here is it is used to eliminate the redundant term, and the second one, it is applicable only when if a Boolean function consists 3 variables. Is applicable only when if a Boolean function consists 3 variables. This is the second point. And the next third point is each variable. So this variable also called as literal, right? Each variable can be used 2 times in Boolean expression. And the fourth point, only one variable is in complemented and uncomplemented form. This is a fourth point. And the fifth point is then the related terms to that complemented and uncomplemented variables is your resultant. So these are the key points which are very important for this consensus theorem. So first one, it is used to eliminate the redundant term. Okay, so because of this redundancy, the logic circuit is minimized. The required logic devices are reduced. Okay, so it is applicable only when if a boolean function consists three variables. If that particular boolean operation having three variables, then only we can apply this particular consensus theorem. Otherwise, don't. Right. So each variable is also called as literal. Okay, each variable can be used two times in that particular boolean expression. That is third point. And fourth point is only one variable is in complemented as well as uncomplemented form. So one variable should be in complemented and uncomplemented form. Okay, out of three variables, one variable should be in complemented and uncomplemented form. That is a must and should condition for this consensus theorem. And the related terms to that particular complemented and uncomplemented variables is your particular answer. Just I will take one example, then you will understand, right? Here I am taking a comma b comma c are three variables. So now I will take the boolean expression like a b plus a bar c plus bc. This is your expression. Now you can observe from this boolean expression, is that first condition is satisfied or not? First you can check. Like that you can check all these five conditions. Okay, so from this boolean expression, the first condition is what? It is used to eliminate the redundant term. So from this expression we have to reduce the expression. How to reduce the expression? By removing certain product term, then you will get redundant equation, right? So out of these three product terms, you can remove one particular product term, then the expression is reduced. Okay, because of that reduction, what happened? Whatever the logic circuits we are using in that particular expression, so that will be minimized. Okay, so that means number of components will be reduced for that particular expression. So now here, so first one is okay, and the second one, it is applicable only when if a boolean function consists three variables. So the given boolean function having three variables, so those are a, b and c. So we can apply this consensus theorem for this expression, right? Next, each variable can be used two times in boolean expression. Just once you check, we have three product terms. Each and every product term will consist the variable two times. The variable used in two times. So here you can observe AB. So here A and B are the variable, and here we have A bar C. So that means here A repeated, here A bar repeated, right? That means A variable is repeated, whether it is complement or uncomplement, that is secondary, but the variable is repeated in two times in two product terms, right? So and next C also repeated in two times and B also repeated in two times. That means each and every variable repeated two times in its boolean expression. So third condition also satisfied. Next we have to move for fourth condition. Only one variable is in complemented and uncomplemented form. So here you can observe A and A bar. So A is the variable, that variable available in normal form and complemented form. Here our condition is what? Only one variable is in complemented and uncomplemented form. Okay, that is also satisfied with the help of this A variable, right? A is having complemented and its uncomplemented form in this particular expression. So fourth one also satisfied. Next, then the related terms to that complemented and uncomplemented variables is your resultant. Okay, from this expression, okay, what you will get? So our resultant expression is AB plus A bar C. This is your answer, and BC is removed, right? So this BC is removed. The fifth condition is what? The related terms to that complemented uncomplemented variables. That means what? This is complemented and this one is uncomplemented. Related terms, complemented, uncomplemented variable related terms only your answer, right? AB plus A bar C is your resultant. That means what? BC is removed. So it is just you observe this first condition, it is used to eliminate the redundant term. So a redundant term is what? BC, right? So the BC is a redundant term. Whenever you observe these 5 condition, whenever you observe these 5 condition in one particular Boolean expression, then you can follow this consensus theorem. Okay, because of this consensus theorem, we can reduce the number of terms in Boolean expression. That will helps to reduce the components in its design, right? So that is the major advantage of this while we are using this consensus theorem, right? So I hope you understood. Just I am taking product of sum, right? That means all products are added here, right? AB is one product, A bar C is one product, BC is one product. So these all product terms are added. That means a sum of products, right? So sum of products. The same way we can take in opposite manner also. You can take product of sums. Okay, that means I will take one example here. Here I am taking A plus B. This is one sum, and next one is A bar plus C, and next B plus C. So these are the 3 sums. Okay, these are the 3 sums which are multiplied, right? Which are multiplied. That means what? These are product of sums are not. So these all are products. Sums are multiplied, so that product of sums. Okay, so this is called sum of products, SOP, and this one is POS, product of sums. Okay, so now you can observe here. So same conditions you can apply to this particular expression. So we all 3 terms for this entire expression, we have 3 variables, right? A, B and C, right? That is okay. And next, each variable is repeated in 2 times, right? A, B and AC, and B, B and CC. So each literal and each variable is repeated in 2 times, right? That is also satisfied. And next, one variable is in complemented and uncomplemented form. Okay, A is repeated, right? A is in complemented form and uncomplemented form. That is also satisfied. And now the answer is what? Whatever the complemented, uncomplemented variables are available, those related terms, that means complemented, uncomplemented variables related terms is your answer, right? That means what? A plus B and A bar plus C is your answer. So I am writing here A plus B into A bar plus C is your answer. So this one is your redundant term, right? So this B plus C sum is a redundant term. So this is your redundant term in this particular expression. Consensus theorem statement: AB plus A bar C plus BC equals to AB plus A bar C, and the BC is a redundant term. Okay, so that we have to prove with the help of LHS, right? So here I am taking LHS, I have to prove this RHS. Okay, so here you can observe AB plus A bar C plus BC. Rewrite this expression here, so which is equals to AB plus A bar C plus BC into 1. So this entire product is multiplied with the binary bit 1. Okay, so now here I am writing from OR operation 1 plus A bar equals to 1 from OR operation, right? A plus A bar equals to 1. So now you can replace this 1 with A plus A bar. Can I write or not? Now what you will get? AB plus A bar C plus BC into A plus A bar. Okay, now you can simplify this expression. So now AB plus A bar C plus ABC plus A bar BC. So this is your simplified expression. Now you can observe these 2 product terms. Okay, and similarly you can observe these 2 product terms. Now you will get, just you can take AB as a common factor from these 2 terms, then you will get AB into 1 plus C, and next here the common factor is A bar C. Now you will get A bar C into 1 plus B. Okay, but we know 1 plus c, 1 plus something equals to 1 from our operation. So this will become 1 and this will also become 1. So finally what you will get, AB plus A bar C. So this is your RHS, right? And it's proved or not. So this is your consensus theorem. Same thing you can apply for product of sums also. So this is your sum of product, right? You can apply for product of sum also. You will get same thing, right? No problem. So this is consensus theorem.